Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Great chance!
Bang!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cruyff shapes to shoot, and he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Why?
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Seedorf looking to pass their way up the pitch, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vieira.
Yep.
Very nicely done. And this is Hullet. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Pele. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The invitation was clear, and And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
What?
Azar. Rummenigge running with intent. Azar. Judge, surely! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Liverpool with the corner. They're first. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And here's Azar. Thuram. And this is Azar, and he's definitely onside. Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Hullet, and it's Cruyff. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Pelé. Passing nice and neat. Spread it left. The ball goes in. Impressive jump. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Rodri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Hullet. Seedorf. And it's Nesta. That's Maldini. Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Azar. Rodri gets a foot in and wins the ball. Nesta. Hullet. Now it's Platini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Cruyff. Hullet. Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Liverpool have their second corner now. Hazard plays it short. And it's Maldini. Tries to pass it through. So no flag here. Liverpool with another chance from a corner. Liverpool have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. There's the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
まだ時間や。しょうもない。
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So we're off again. And here's Platini. It's run loose here.
これだからしょうもないんだ、リバプール。
Rummenigge. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bergomi cuts it out. Oh, what a mistake!
どげゴミだ。
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and it's Michel Platini. Can he get on the end of this? Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Knocks it into space. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, such a clever touch. Bergomi. He's chosen to go back. Rodri. Well seen. Saw that coming. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nesta. Maldini. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Seedorf. Oh, well played.
惜しい。はい、いい感じ。
Wants to go back here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Some really good ball movement. Seedorf has created one goal already. And here's Hullet.
惜しい。
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Bergomi. Seedorf. And it's Bergomi. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Seedorf. It's Bergomi. Passes short and sharp. Pelé.
おい、お前、
And
見
that's
ろ
gone
や。
behind for a goal kick. And smartly reclaimed. Maldini. Nesta. Bergomi. And it's Rodri. Half an hour gone in the second half. Here's Rodri. Seedorf. Cruyff. And this is Hullet. Hullet. And it's Michel Platini. And it's Azar. He is through here. Shoots! And that's in. They're back within reach. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. It's a good spell of possession, this. Maldini. Seedorf. Cruyff. Brilliantly cut out. And Cruyff!
なんやねんそれ。
And that is wildly off target.
はい、どんまい。あ、あ、ちょっと。
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
おーい。
And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Ledpied. For Yaya Toure. And this is Azar. He is just caressing the ball.
There will be
Chance!
お
And
ー。
there's his goal. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate... And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football.
強いよ。
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah,
Okay.
Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And this is He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Mbappe, look, and Messi!
Whoa.
Messi! From another planet!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pinches it off him. McTominay. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Azar. Now he's off and running. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ernest. Rodri. That's a cute ball. Bergomi cuts out the pass. And here's Azar. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Mbappe, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hazard. Getting up there! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Gives it back. Haaland receives it in a good position here. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! Bergomi clears.
What? He made all that.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And he's there to clear it. Hangs one in. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yeah, Mr.
Louisville City do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Haaland. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. Played in with purpose. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Hazard.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bale. Seedorf. Sends it crossfield.
です、いいんですか。
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gullit might just make this. Now it's Haaland. Hazard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Gullit.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Bale. Hazard. Can he get it through? Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Haaland. And it's Hazard. McTominay. Shot could be on. Chance! That's a sharp finish.
かわされるな。
Two up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Louisville are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now.
And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Manchester United, number 20.
So right back into the action.
Number 22.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bale tries to play it through. It's a threatening shapes to shoot. Just cruising. They are cruising. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Messi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. It's rising!
お前、それ決めろよ。
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Could move up a gear here. Louisville City needed that. They really needed
The
it.
attendance for this
Yeah,
match
they
was
showed a vulnerability until the move was
71,649.
stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
OK。
Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
おー。
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Ah, such a clever touch. Hazard. Drive. And a chance! And how did he not make it four?
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Rodri. Van
危
Dijk.
ね
Ibrahimovic going after that. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Hullet. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Messi with 2 goals already to his name. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. And here's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. This is a promising build-up. That's going across goal. Passes short and sharp. Oh, now he... And the shot! It's bounced back off the post.
え。なんやねん、それ
It's。a goal!
うーん。
Substitution for Manchester United.
The
Number
two
8,
coaches are signalling
Hullet.
changes here, both at the
Number
same
10,
time.
Hazard.
So could they be
Number
onto something
15,
here?
Seedorf.
And here's
Coming on the
Ibrahimovic.
field, number
Nesta
4,
makes the interception.
They'll want to make the most of this
Number
turnover.
18, Messi. Number 24,
Ibrahimovic.
Del Piero.
Maldini.
Substitutions taking place.
Pepe. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. That is lovely. He's got away. He's had a shot!
わ
He's got a goal!
ー。無理や。
Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it.
これでも練習していこう。これをベースに。 間違えた。ビジョン1の方が楽しいな。よいしょ。
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so...
Bullish header! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in...
And he shoots! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision.
Bale! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Oh, this is a terrific run. Mbappe. DiMarco.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. DiMarco clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That'll be a corner. Corner number 2 then. Neuer claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence.
Yeah.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Makaleli is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Makaleli.
Oh, really well played.
Good ball, good take. Rummenigge! And that's a tidy finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A moment that needed composure And he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now,
can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? DiMarco. Showing good feet. Nicely weighted ball. DiMarco wants to run onto this. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's cut it out. And the shot! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now it's Cruyff. Rummenigge. Oh, that was vital. Yaya Toure. And it's Valverde. He's a sharp little ball here, and he welcomes it in. Azar. Makaleli. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Mbappe. That is good alertness.
3 minutes at a time.
Rodri, not the most accurate pass. And here's Bale. Rodri proves too strong, too smart. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Cruyff. Stam pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and
Just a quick
take it on
reminder
further.
today, please refrain from
Manchester
talking
United
outside
leading
the
by
stadium.
3,
Thank you very
and
much for
normally
your
that would
cooperation.
do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14, Bale.
So off we go
Coming on to
again.
replace him is number 23, Jan Koeman.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Yaya Toure. And he's quick to return it. He's found space here. Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Makaleli is always scanning the pitch for targets.
This is the time you need that pace.
Threads one in. There's the shot! And a neat finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence.
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No way through. Gullit producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Hazard wins the duel this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Hazard. Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish.
그러니까
They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Stood up well to him there. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. He has found the way through. That is good strength. Pele with the cross. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United with the lead. Makaleli is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rodri. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That's a good run down the left. Hazard. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's been slipped through, and he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Luis Suarez. Oh, nice touch. And this is Cruyff. Oh, important interception. Rodri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Hullet. Messi. Hullet. And this is Messi. And he's straight offside. Makaleli. Short changes him with that pass. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cruyff. Cruyff with the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player who needs no introduction. Rummenigge, distributed tidily. Cruyff. Chance here to counter for Messi. Rummenigge. Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was... And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Manchester United ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Hullet. The ball has bounced loose now. Bergobi. Azar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Always onto this. Rummenigge. And they've got rid. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Pele. Rummenigge. Mateus. And the counter is on. Well seen. Saw that coming. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 7, Hullet. Number 19.
Cut it out.
Johan Cruyff.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And here's Rafael Leao. Bale.
Number 11.
Showing good feet.
Number 24, Rafael Leao.
Hiroshima really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Bale. Oh, it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hernes. Rafael Leao. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Seedorf. Oh, this is a terrific run. Hernes. Oh, such a clever touch. Hoisted in. Thuram gets it away. Has to go back here. So much time and space here. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Vieira. Mateus. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... It's Bale! Again, a brilliant save. And we have our very first corner. Bergami is there, and he can get that clear. Tries to pass. Great chance! And he stuck it away. It's level again. What a match we have.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, at this stage, Pete...
Ibrahimovic! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played in by... Impressive jump! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the shot!
Oh my.
Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Haaland dominates aerially so often. This might... Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United have their third corner. And it's hoisted clear. Sanfrecce Hiroshima have the chance to go the other way.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Bale. Real chance! Gareth glittering Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And right near the end, we have parity. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it. And that's it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. So the 2024-25 season was, of course, a memorable one for the Merseysiders, led then by their Egyptian... And Yaya Toure! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
He is through here. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Benatia. Nouri. Semenyo. Now Nouri. Kessié. Eto. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Cameroon are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have...
And the shots! Oh, there's a probing ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, it's Seedorf. Cristiano Ronaldo. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's a sharp little ball here. That's tidy. Ronaldo running with intent. Hullet stood his ground strongly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Semenyo, very much a man of this moment. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Cameroon really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And this is Hazard. And the finish! Mohamed Salah. And it's Eto'o. Now Semenyo. Strong running down that left flank. Kessié has created one goal already. Osimhen. Can he finish? And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Oh, what has happened here? Koulibaly with the clearance. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Eto'o. And the ball is out of play. And it's Salah. Now, can they get him away? Osimhen picks it up out wide. Showing good feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Semenyo. Semenyo. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Osimhen. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Cameroon have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat.
なんそれ。
And we've reached half-time. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're underway for the second half. Manchester United changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a sharp pass. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Dijk gets across and deals with it. That's a shade optimistic. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, what a ball! Not the most convincing of passes. Can he get it through? Hazard gets into a good position. Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Benatia is a man so notably... Oh, what a mistake! Oh, it's come loose. Always goal side. He's had a shot! It's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 45.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Eto'o. Le numéro
Still
42.
behind by 2.
Le
Is there a
numéro
way
4.
back into this?
Le numéro 11. À leur place, le numéro 10. Le numéro 30. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 14. Le
That's
numéro
going right
20.
the way across.
Changement en cours.
Well, that's well spotted. Threads one in. This looks promising. Look at the space here. A lot of space ahead of him.
うわー、やらかした。
Now he's off and running. So what can they make of this? Rafael Leao.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Looking for a runner. Rafael Leao. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mahrez with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Mane never out of the action for very long. Brahim Diaz. He's given the time to pick a pass. Bergomi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cameroon can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well read, nice interception. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Pele. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super ball! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, this is Mane. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Attention, changement.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mahrez will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nouri plays it forward. Quality ball. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's found a way through. And here's Mane. And he's got the beating of his man. He's shifting through the gears here. In again. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ibrahimovic does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. That's the keeper's ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very...
Sure.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed by the progress made by this guy, Eberechi Eze, who I see these days as an unconventional winger. Best deployed behind...
Oh, what has happened here?
Well,
there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This for 1-0. He scores for sure. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Boca Juniors finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Thuram gets a foot in and wins the ball.
キープするやつがおるかね、普通に。
Rummenigge. Oh, a delicate towering header against the crossbar.
うわー、ワンツー。
Oh, good finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take it.
Oh no, what has happened here? First quarter of an hour gone. Chooses to go cross-field. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Rijkaard. Boca Juniors do have a chance to counter here. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has not gone well. Cruyff. And this is Hullet. Now it's Hazard. Hazard. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. And here's Hullet. Rijkaard. Eze. 30 minutes gone. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Hullet. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's got space here. That's beautifully weighted. Could be danger here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. Well, the ball's gone astray. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Hazard. Can he spark a counter here? Seedorf. And this is Hullet. And that's been intercepted. Eze. Looking for the run. Del Piero. Rodri. Hazard. And it's Hazard.
Such good technique.
Well timed, excellent interception. Eze.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Seedorf. Nicely spread. No way through. Well seen, saw that coming. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And a quick
It's an
announcement
eye-catching
today that
scoreline,
memorabilia
but it's
from
a
today's
fair
match
reflection
is now
on what
on
we've just
sale
seen
in the
in this
stadium.
first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Substitution.
So off we go again. Hazard, there he goes, motoring forward. Rodri. Hazard, a player who needs no introduction. Some resolute defending there. Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Space for him to turn and look. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they're back on the ball again. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Cruyff. He has found the way through. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Seedorf. Nice looking ball. Manchester United looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. The less said about that pass, the better. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bergomi. Pullet. Van Dijk proves too strong, too smart. And it's made its way to him. Well, they've got it again.
The attendance for this match was 70,000.
He's in plenty of space here. Very nicely done. And it's Rodri. Oh, good ball. Oh, now he can run away with it. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. They are playing them off the park. Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's through here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's definitely onside. Neymar! And that has faded wide.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Rodri. Seedorf. Now it's Pullet. Pullet. And here's Cruyff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes for a shot. It's a goal. There is a man right at the top of his game. And he just knows it.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Pullet ready to try one. And he's got the beating of Rummenigge! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! A finish of true class! It hurts, does it not? Chance! And there's a goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
6 minutes is number 11, Neymar.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things already rolling.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Wow.
He's had it nicked away. Yeah. And it's Thuram. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pele making good progress. And here's Hullet. Pepe cannot be beaten that easily. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This looks promising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Now it's Hullet. Rummenigge.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and
Run
early.
onto that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Good strike, quite an alarm.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pepe attempts a clearance. The ball has bounced loose now. Ernest, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Still goalless at the moment. Vieira. Valencia have got it back and they'll have another go. And this is Hullet. Hullet. Now it's Seedorf. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's a shade optimistic. Now it's Seedorf. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Seedorf. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Nice interception, well timed. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's on it, can he get away? Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Ernest. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's got away. Poor a bust challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Jong. That's Vieira. And it's Nedved. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez. That's a throw. It's a pretty loose pass. De Jong. No, again there's no way through.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Nedved. De Jong, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Nedved. Chance! And that's a good finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Varane is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
There will be 1
He just
minute
needs to
at a
find the
time.
control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rummenigge. And that has left him in a heap. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level
Hello,
pegging at
everybody,
half-time.
and please join me in wishing
So,
a
Jim,
happy
neither side
wedding
getting it
anniversary
all
for
their
one
own
of our
way so
fan
far.
club members.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Second period then underway.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. Seedorf. Look at the space here. And he's managed to get free. Flashes it across. It's a goal kick. Nedved. Cross into the box. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Hernus. Good take, and is he in? Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Seedorf. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that was vital.
Rummenigge clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Hernus. Maldini makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Rafael Varane. And here's Hullet. Seedorf. Very nicely done. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a key interception. Nedved looking to add to his goal. Suarez makes a dash for it. Seedorf. Pele. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. This is the time you need that pace.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Nedved. That's a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 8, Hullet. Number 21.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Little doubt, that is a foul.
Pele.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Panis. Number 15, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Number 23.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game...
He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Could move up a gear here. Just 5 minutes left. Played down the flank. Pass is just off target.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Cruyff. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, great chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Manchester United have been handed a game-changing chance. Czech clearly engaging in mind games here. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We're up and running then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It's a good spell of possession, this. Hazard crosses. Header! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bergomi. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Hazard has good running with the ball. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hazard. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great shot, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! That's put paid to the danger. Rummenigge going face-to-face with his great rival. Maldini is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Saliba getting this one clear and claimed it back swiftly. Manchester United already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Stood up well to him there. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahim. Chance for a shot! And that is quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So they have it all to do again. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Vieira.
Tottenham really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira. Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Ribéry. Very nicely done. That's going across goal. Rodri. 5 minutes till the break.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He's free, he has got space. Ribéry did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So straight into the second half. He's had it taken off him. And this is Messi. Messi's cross. And he's taking no chances there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Paz. Now it's Ibrahimovic. No, that's been intercepted. Makaleli. He's going all the way! Vieira, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Yamal. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. And that's in. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Makaleli is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ibrahimovic. Passes short and sharp. Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
And look,
he leaps for it! Oh, it rattles the bar! Saliba gets it away. Oh, good read.
He read that.
He's gone for goal! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have
Number
movement on
23,
both benches.
Ibrahimovic. Number 21.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Number 18.
Bergobi.
Messi. Number 10. Hazard.
Rummenigge.
Number 17.
Now it's Hullet.
Makalele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Number 19.
Cruyff.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
And that's played in
Number
low.
8. Hullet.
That's a corner kick.
Number 4. Leon. Number 9. Johan Cruyff. Number 15. Seedorf. Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And the shot! They're going to be quick to recover this.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafael Varane. Seedorf producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Hullet. Oh, he's bustling through here, and he's in, and the shot! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And he welcomes it in. Cruyff with the cross. That's really well cleared. And it's Seedorf. Czech gets his hands on it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want